Venice, the floating city that invented banking. Imagine a city with no farmland, no natural resources, and built entirely on water, becoming the richest empire in Europe. How? The secret lies in its banks. Let's uncover how Venice invented financial tricks that shaped the modern world, and a few wild surprises along the way. Did you know Venice was one of the first places to use something like a credit card? Instead of carrying heavy gold or silver, Venetian merchants used letters of credit, paper documents that could be traded like cash. Safe, lightweight, and genius for a city that lived on trade routes. Here's a quirky fact. Venetian banks didn't have vaults full of gold. Instead, they relied on trust and reputation to guarantee transactions. One bank, the Banco di Rialto, was so trustworthy that even foreign merchants deposited their fortunes there. Speaking of trust, Venice invented government bonds in the 12th century. Citizens could lend money to the state in exchange for a steady interest. These bonds financed massive projects, including Venice's legendary navy, making the city an economic and military superpower. And the profits? Oh, they were wild. Venice controlled trade routes for silk, spices, and gold, making its golden ducat the most trusted currency in the world. Fun fact: Venetian ducats were so stable, they were still being used 500 years later, even in places like the Ottoman Empire. But Venice wasn't just about money, it was also about showmanship. Venetian nobles flaunted their wealth with extravagant parties and palaces. In one legendary banquet, it's said that they served over 1,000 dishes, including exotic spices from India and birds from Africa, a feast fit for an empire. And here's a sneaky twist. Venice's wealth wasn't just about trade. It taxed everything: ships docking at its harbors, goods passing through its markets, even salt production. Salt was so valuable, it was called white gold, and Venice had a monopoly on it. Ever heard of Venice's floating markets? Traders didn't just sell goods in buildings. They often conducted business directly on boats. Imagine floating through a market where you could buy silk, spices, and precious metals, all while cruising a canal. So, Venice wasn't just a city. It was a financial wizard, turning trade, trust, and taxes into an empire. What's your favorite fun fact about this floating city? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to The Social Lens for more stories about how history and geography shaped our world.